So good evening, everyone, to December's Ask the Psychics. Thank you for joining us. Saturday nights, when we have Ask the Psychics, normally thin on the ground with numbers. However, this does go out on YouTube channel, etc., etc. So it does get watched by a fair few people all around the world. So we've got some lovely guests this evening. So Leigh-Ann, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Hello, I'm Leigh-Ann. I do lots of different things. Main things are numerology. I love looking at numbers and the vibrations in people's dates of births and names and what that means for you on your journey on this planet. I'm also medium, psychic, talk to dead people, all the usuals really. That's about it.
Yeah, you're a normal weirdo,
Yeah.
like the rest of us. Thank you, Leigh-Ann. And we have Liz Firth, who is a regression therapist and a first timer on Ask the Psychic. So we thank you for your time, Liz. Would you like
Hello.
to introduce yourself, please?
Hi. Yeah, my name's Liz Firth. I am past life regression therapist and healer and clairvoyant. So really I look at everybody, anybody's whole existence. We go to any part of that, and that is done through either a reading, through me being clairvoyant, where I'm the channel, or through hypnotism, where the client is the channel. So it's really kind of getting to the same place, but horses for courses. Some people like, to do it directly. Some people like, me to be that channel more. And those that can't quite manage the kind of hypnotism, we've always got the fallback of the reading.
Lovely, thank you. It was one of the questions actually I was going to ask you, Liz. If you have a client that comes for regression therapy, have you always been successful in getting them into that altered state or not?
Not 100%. I would say about kind of 95%. Even people who think they won't respond to that often find they can. What I find is either the thing that you're kind of trying to get to is blocking the way, in which case I can bypass that with the reading. It's really getting past the conscious mind as well. Or we're meant to do it as a reading because it sometimes then the client can sort of, we do it together. The client sort of may have an awareness of that through that process, which they didn't know they had. So it's really kind of showing them their clairvoyant as well, because I might say something, they could see it or feel it or know it as well. So it's really, I always trust the process. But I do think that actually with doing the hypnotism, that's the kind of most direct way for the client, because they're the pure channels themselves. But I say, it's happens how it's meant to, I think.
Yeah. So when I think of regression, I'm thinking of the classic going back to so-called past lives. Is that how your therapy works, or is it very much in the here and the now and the present?
No, I mean, I do think past life is a little bit of a misnomer, because I think we're going into a realm of no time. So it could be any part of your existence. As I said, we might call it past, but it's actually in a chronological manner. But actually, I think it's more like energies meeting. And so, which is in a realm of outside time. So I know that sounds a bit crazy, but I think when we do this work, we are literally out of realm time. And what we're doing is connecting to what our, higher self, our guidance wants us to look at, because something to reveal, something to heal, there's some potential to kind of help bring forward, to break patterns, because either we're kind of breaking, we either kind of repeat patterns or we evolve. It's that simple. And if we've got things in our whole existence that help, you know, either helping or hindering us. It's good to know that.
You know what, though? I've had a fair few friends and acquaintances that have gone and had regression done, and they come back. I was Anne Boleyn. I was a witch. It always seems to be when they come back someone well known, and I've always had a bit of an issue with that.
Oh, that's right. Well, that doesn't happen. Well, I mean, I've been doing this since 2007, and it's very, very rare that you have someone that's well known. I mean, I think there are archetypes, you know, like people say, oh, you know, everyone's been says they've been Cleopatra. I think it's maybe there is this idea that we can kind of go into the Akashic records, as it were, the store of kind of lives that aren't directly ours, to kind of get information and understanding of how to kind of, you know, to bring into this life. Because if we say haven't been a strong female in another life, we can sort of like almost look up that you know, a strong woman like Cleopatra and take on some of those ideas. So actually all of existence is open to everybody, but some we have, you know, and we may think that we call it an imprint. It doesn't mean we've lived it, but we've taken on some of the understanding and learning of that, and there isn't necessarily the karmic issues with that. But equally, obviously, we've lived lives, but it's you know, the famous idea doesn't resonate with me at all. You are who you've been, you know, and we find out who that is.
Yeah, fascinating. Thank you, Liz. Leigh-Ann.
Oh, yeah.
When I look at numerology, does our actual time of birth have an impact on our numerology path or not?
We don't look at time, unlike astrology. We look at the date, but also more importantly, we look at the name, because normally you don't know when a baby is going to be born. You know, you get given a date by the doctor, and it can come a week early, 2 weeks late, whenever it's ready.
Yeah.
But you've already, normally 9 times out of 10, you've associated a vibration to that baby. If it's a boy, it's going to be called. If it's a girl, it's going to be. So that vibration is attached to that child. So we look at the name as it appears on your birth certificate, or if people